No, this is plan C. We can talk about that in the question answer session. This is plan C, what I'm proposing. This is plain diminishing partnership that everyone knows. What are the advantages? The theoretical model of diminishing partnership allows continuous revaluation of the house. Okay. First of all, in the declining market, diminishing partnership is it works very well. This approach serves jointly for both parties when the housing prices are declining. The obligations and benefits of each party get reduced in proportion to the market value of the house and in line with the current share of each party in the ownership. This is achieved without the need for costly and uncertain negotiations of each other's obligations. These adjustments also preserve the incentives of the finance party to regain the house, maintain it, improve it, rather than abandon its investment. The moral hazard that can normally result in underinvestment in partnerships get reduced in this type of diminishing partnership homes for a number of reasons. Firstly, an investment by Mr. A or the borrower or the homeowner for the upkeep of the house, its improvement and enhancement that increases the market value of the house will eventually benefit more to him than to the financer, because eventually he will become full owner. Secondly, the investment in maintaining and improving the house also increases non-tradable private value of the house to its occupant, who is the homeowner right now. Thus, the moral hazard that is found in usual partnerships is very much minimized in the diminishing partnership of houses when it is occupied by the eventual owner. The same model also serves well when housing prices are rising, as both parties share gains in the capital value in proportion to their current ownership shares. The added advantage of this method is the financer is forced to look closely to the real estate market. The price that will be charged will be closer, will not be indexed to something like LIBOR or some other market entity, which creates an opportunity for arbitrage and hence invites speculative investments into that market. The cross-market arbitrage will be reduced. Incentives for leveraged speculative investments in the face of rising house prices will also be reduced, and these factors provide greater stability to the market and allows it to reflect real demand and supply factors in the prices. However, there are problems too. The problems occur if the price rise is substantial enough that the person who was buying the home for his eventual ownership will not be able to own it because his obligations are increasing all the time when the house prices are increasing. Now, there are two ways to deal with this. If houses are bought for investment purposes, this declining partnership or diminishing partnership is well, because it is serving both parties. Even if the prices are going up, then both parties have taken this risk. But if the house is bought for residential purpose, for living by the person, then we can impose some regulatory aspects, regulatory cap, the reverse of what Professor Zengels is talking about. If the house prices within a community rose more than, let's say, 20% within a span of time, then we put a cap that this will be the sharing ratio will be capped now, and the amount that the house borrower, the house owner will have to pay to the bank or the financer will be capped at that level by the 20%. This is a regulatory aspect to help provide a helping hand to homeowners to own the house. You can create additional regulatory things to ensure that this regulation is not used for regulatory arbitrage by using it for investment schemes. As for example, if somebody sells his house within 3 years after possession, it means you negate, you drop this subsidy that you have obtained, and you will, the same diminishing mashaka rules will apply. If somebody is okay, you can read this through. These are the things that can be implemented to reduce the misuse of this facility. There is a liquidity component also, that this diminishing partnership is more liquid as compared to buying house on murabaha basis that we also have seen yesterday. That in a murabaha contract, the deal of the household cannot normally he cannot get a prepayment discount, even if he allows to get such discount. It is difficult to find another buyer to take up, because another buyer who will be buying the house from this original buyer will also be trying to buy on murabaha basis. He has no money. He is trying to buy on credit. So how are you going to pay from this credit to your own creditor? Sometimes your own creditor can take up this new person, but your risk, your credit rating may not be same as his credit rating in the eyes of this lender. So there are issues in murabaha financing for the houses, but no such issues. More liquidity, exit and entry is quite easily possible. In the US data, it is said that an average mortgage owner of the house stays in the house for 7 years. This is the average. It means that many people stay even less than that. People have to move for job reasons, for whatever reasons. So this scheme also provides flexibility to move in and move out. I have discussed the risk factors, etc. I will not go into that detail because my focus was that because of this housing crisis, the world is coming back to those solutions which Islamic finance is proposing from before. And there is lots of opportunities for both conventional and Islamic finance to learn from each other. They have to learn that how to impose, how to make equity into the financing aspect. We can learn from reversing the Professor Zengel's proposal to cap the appreciation, not the depreciation of the house. Thank you very much.